It's a beautiful spring day for a drive, guys. How's it going, guys? My name is Adrian and welcome back to my channel. On this video, we are gonna talk about one topic. That topic is one-pedal driving. So as you can see, I'm seated driving here, and I'm gonna demonstrate to you and talk about one-pedal driving, regenerative braking. So let's go for a drive and explain to you what it is. But first, let me go ahead and take you in a Tesla menu here in a settings, because one way for you to make the most out of your driving range to make your EV more efficient is take advantage of this one-pedal driving and to put it at its maximum settings. So let's go over here on a touchscreen, go to your menu, and all you have to do is go to Dynamics, and on the stopping mode, make sure if you're on a Tesla to put it to hold, because hold maximizes your range by extending the regenerative braking to a lower speed and automatically blends in the brake to hold the vehicle at a full stop. So what that really means is that we're only gonna use the accelerator pedal to modulate our driving speed, to increase and decrease, that you barely even have to use the brake pedal to drive and slow down the vehicle at a full stop. And yes, you heard me say it, barely need to use the brake pedal. And I'll go ahead and dive more into that as we go along later. So let's go for a drive. All right, so you guys are with me so far. So as I just recently explained, let me go ahead exactly show you in the simplest possible way and simplest terms to make you understand one-pedal driving. How it works is that when the accelerator is lifted off, meaning if I am not pressing on the accelerator, the electric motor acts as a generator, converting that kinetic energy to electricity, slowing the car down. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. When I press on the accelerator, it's increasing my speed. But the moment that I let off on the accelerator, if you notice the green right there, that's what the electric motor is doing. It acts as a generator, converting that kinetic energy as an electricity to slow the car down. Like obviously right now I'm driving at a local neighborhood with no kids. The kids are in school right now with minimal traffic to kind of just demonstrate to you. So let me go ahead and let's focus over here. I'm gonna go about 20 miles an hour and then slowly lift off on that accelerator and release it. Watch this bar turn green when I take it off. There you go. That really just shows you the regenerative braking and the no need to tap on the brake pedal to stop, because that electric motor simply just turns and acts as a generator to go ahead and convert that kinetic energy to electricity to slow the car down. The benefit of it, well, you don't need to go ahead and tap on the brake pedal, which in return, you don't even really need to replace your brake pads and your brake rotors at all. Like, I've owned this car for well over a year now, but I don't expect to change my brake pads. Owning an EV with one-pedal driving as a main feature with regenerative braking, man, I don't expect to even really change my brake pedal or my brake rotors at all. That's an advantage of one-pedal driving. Now, let's talk about implementation. To go ahead and implement the one-pedal driving, I just showed you how. Let me go ahead and do that again. From the main menu, you go to Dynamics and the stopping mode. I'm currently on drive right now. I have to be on park. Make sure you put it on hold. That is the best and maximum setting for one-pedal driving. All right, let's go ahead and, man, I'm starting to get hungry here. So we're gonna go ahead and go out for some lunch, happy hour, maybe grab a refreshing beverage, some German beer, and enjoy this beautiful spring day. Safety. Now let's go ahead and talk about safety and limitations of one-pedal driving. As you can see, the car slows down for you. However, in case of an emergency, and by emergency, let's say for example, another car cut you off abruptly, You know, it just suddenly slows down so fast that you need to hit the brakes so you don't get in a collision with him. And that's the moment that, in certain situations, that you need to tap on the brake pedal. Currently, right now, I'm right behind this moving truck right here. Well, it says Bellevue Healthcare. So this truck ahead of me here, for example, if he slams on the brakes so hard, that's the time that I need to go ahead and tap on the brake pedal to avoid an accident so I don't rear end that car or that truck. But in 99% of the time, I don't even need to hit on the brake pedal. And that to me is great, but it's important that I mention that in certain abrupt situations, emergency, you do have to tap on the brake pedal to avoid collision, but that's very rare. One might think, what happens to the brake lights? If I don't ever really have to tap on the brake pedal, what does the car behind me see? Do they see the brake lights? Well, the answer to that is yes. It is automatic. Now, I don't know exactly from the moment that I let off on the accelerator at what point that the car behind me sees my brake pedal, but Tesla has this technology that as soon as a certain amount of pressure is let off on the accelerator, the brake lights, my tail lights turns on so that they know that I am slowing down. And that's just an automatic feature for the brake lights to be activated with Tesla's automotive technology. Now, it is very important that before you drive a Tesla or any EV that has one pedal driving with regenerative braking at its maximum settings, to practice it at a very controlled environment, maybe an empty parking lot after school when kids are not around, or at a local neighborhood with minimal traffic so that you could go ahead and find a good place to practice and regulate the acceleration and deceleration when you let off on the accelerator pedal. It's just good to know, kind of like when you're first starting to drive a vehicle, whether it's automatic or a manual transmission. Learning how to drive a one pedal driving can be challenging at first. You may find it very weird at first, but after a while, you will get used to it and it will become second nature. And that concludes this video, guys. Thanks for watching. One pedal driving / regenerative braking for a Tesla. If you like my content, as always, I greatly support it if you like, comment, or share this video. The platform has grown significantly, and that wouldn't happen without all my viewers and loyal followers watching this channel. So once again, my name is Adrian, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.